Now, Dr. Quinn, tell us specifically what you've learned about the study.
Well, I mean, studies like this are phenomenal. They're so important because in a family medicine clinic, such as the one where I work, we diagnose children with depression every week. And for some of those children, we refer them to a specialist. They might get on medication, some get counseling, but we want them to get better. But what this study has demonstrated is parents are key because, as you said, negative criticism from a parent has a much bigger impact on a child with depression. And for a child with depression, you want that child to get better and not get worse. So this type of conversation with our parents can really help them be key into the child getting better and not part of the child getting worse, because you have to worry about adolescent suicide, and it is so serious. So this is such a good segment.
So, how were responses measured in these adolescents?
Right. Well, what they did was they would provide the adolescents with criticism from the parents, and they would look at the mood. And those children that were depressed, the mood would be drastically decreased, because in a lot of cases, these children, they already have a negative view of themselves. And coming from their parents, someone that they grew up with from an infant, this is so devastating. But also, they did MRI evaluations where they would do brain scans, and they would look at the activity of the brain, and it would show that the brain scans, when they got that criticism, the brain scans were very, very active, demonstrating that that child was really focused on that negative criticism. And then they would look at the parts of the brain involved with memory, and they would still show images demonstrating that it really had a big impact. That's why this study is so important, because with this type of scientific fact-based evidence, we can talk to our parents and help them understand how important their interactions with their adolescents are, especially if they have an adolescent that's diagnosed and dealing with depression.
Yeah, words absolutely matter, and probably those, their children look up to them. They're adults. So, what is being conveyed, Dr. Quinn, as the hopeful accomplishment of this study?
Well, what's being hoped with this study, and the author, he articulated it very well. Medical providers, talk to your parents. Help your parents understand. If you have a child that's been diagnosed with depression, it's serious. Suicide is real, and that's what we don't want. We have to look out for our children and understand that our words matter.
Thank you so much, Dr. Quinn. Very important topic, and so glad that we were able to discuss it.